Shadowing is a great way to improve your pronunciation, as well as learn more about the Japanese sentence structure, grammar, and building your vocabulary. In this video, I want to showcase this page and what it's about. And in the second part, I just want to talk to beginners and go through a few of the sentences and point out the grammar and some interesting vocabulary in each of these lines, because you can see we primarily made this for upper beginners. If you're an upper beginner, this is perfect for you. If you're intermediate, you may still want to go through it and use it to practice your shadowing, to follow the intonation, follow the pitch accents and the pronunciations. But it's just best for N4 level. If you're N5, if you're a beginner, stay tuned. I'm going to go through some of the more difficult parts of what I think might be a little bit tricky in the second part of this video. But I just wanted to showcase first this page. I'll leave a link in the description below to go to it. It's totally free. It goes through a dialogue, a very short but a natural dialogue about a person talking about his new favorite coffee shop. And then it breaks it down so that you understand it completely, and then you listen to it a couple of times, and then you start practicing by repeating after it, and then finally the shadowing. And then hopefully by the end, you'll be able to go to repeat or to speak with the speaker and understand fully what's going on. So in this way, you can attack a dialogue from multiple angles. So it's the dialogue is about a new coffee shop. It's a casual style, and it's suitable for men and women. Let's take a look very quickly at it. First step. I broke this down into 6 steps here. First step is to listen to the dialogue without seeing the dialogue. And do you understand it? If so, you can just go ahead and skip to step 3 if you understand it perfectly. If you don't understand it, then step 2 breaks it down line by line, so you can listen to just this line, for example.
最近新しいコーヒーショップを見つけたよ。最近
And if you mouse over, you can see the furigana over all the kanji. So if you understand this, then that's fine. But if not, just hit this toggle button, and you'll see a full vocabulary list here with some grammar explanations as well. And just go line by line until you totally understand everything. And then you're ready for step 3. Step 3 is the same thing, but you listen to the story, to the dialogue. See, it's this short paragraph. Slowly,
最近新しいコ
if you need it, and then you can go to the normal speed
最近新しいコーヒーショップ
and listen to it as many times as you can handle it. I understand it's kind of boring when you listen to the same thing over and over again, but this is a very powerful way to build your vocabulary. You're training your ears and training your mouth for pronunciation. And then the next step, once you fully understand everything, then you can go through and go line by line and practice repeating after and then with the speaker. So I wrote these intonation marks. Where the down part is, that's saying it's starting slow and it's going up a little bit and it's staying up. It starts slow at the atarashi, like that, where it kind of comes down. It shows where it comes down, where it goes up, and where it comes down. We weren't sure if we should say mitsuketa yo or mitsuketa yo. So it's not perfect, but this is just use this as kind of a guide that might help you, and you can listen to Yumi recorded with the breaks.
最近新しいコーヒーショップを見つけたよ。最近
And it's set to auto repeat so that you can just keep doing it. And then normal speed.
最近新しいコーヒーショップを見つけたよ。
So you can use this to go through and practice each line until you get it perfect, to get each line the same thing like this. And then finally, step 6 is where you put everything together, and we have, rather than the breaks, we just have the slow speed.
最近新しいコーヒーショップを見つけたよ。
And then, of course, the normal speed. And that goes through that. So that's all I wanted to say for introducing this page. Please check it out. If you like this, if you find this helpful, then leave a comment in the comments below, because this was a lot of work, but I enjoyed putting this together. We enjoyed putting this together. And we can do more if you find it helpful, but you need to let us know. So leave in the comments below if you like this, and we'll do some more. And if so, what kind of what topics you would like to see covered. Now, for the second part, I want to talk to beginners. If you're intermediate or upper beginner and you feel like, okay, I kind of understand the grammar, understand what's going on here, you don't need to listen to what I'm going to say. I'm just going to go through here and go line by line, and we'll talk very briefly about some of the grammar or interesting vocabulary points. The Atarashi Kohi Shopu. A couple of points here, and I'm not going to talk about everything here, so if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below or email me directly. But atarashi is an E adjective, and E adjectives are put together with nouns, and kohi shopu, kohi shopu is a noun. So when you take an E adjective and you put it together behind a noun, new coffee shop, so new is the adjective and coffee shop is the noun, you put them together, you don't have to do anything, you just put the E adjective together. With the na adjectives, you have to put the na in there. But atarashi is a E adjective. Kohi shopu. Kohi, a couple of points about pronunciation here. And always listen to a native speaker, don't listen to me. But kohi, see the lines that makes it longer. Pay attention to these. If it's in hiragana, it's usually an u or an o. It makes it longer, makes the vowel longer. It makes it 2 beats rather than 1. This is very important for understanding, because it can change the kohi is different from koi or kohi or something like that. One example I often give: when I was a beginner, I learned gakko. Gakko means school, but I learned it and I just saw it. Maybe because I first learned it with Romaji, which is one reason why Romaji is not so good. But I said, "Ima kara gakko ikimasu." I'm going to school now is what I wanted to say. Ima kara gakko ikimasu. And my Japanese friends would look at me and say, "What are you talking about? What's gakko?" It's gakko. It's school, right? Oh, gakko. Like, that's what I said, gakko. And I couldn't understand the difference. But if you think of Japanese as a beat language, gakko, it's 4 beats, because there are 4 hiragana when you write out the word gakko. So don't think of it in Romaji, think of it in hiragana. Gak and shisaitsu, a small tsu, gakko, like that. Same thing with kohi, and then shopu. There's this small tsu, where it's shopu. So practice these small things. I know it sounds like we're being a little too precise here, but it's very important, because in English we make vowels longer and shorter for emphasis for the most part, but in Japanese it can change the meaning. So be careful with that. The next one, funiki, has an n there, so be careful with that. And here we have the kohi again. And on this one, learning kanji can not only be fun, it can be very useful. I know it can be also intimidating, but if you know this kanji, you might recognize this as mise or store. And you're right, it is mise, but the own reading is ten. You may not know that, and that's okay. You will learn the own readings mainly when you learn vocabulary. So if you know that this means store and this means inside, see, it looks like a person that's inside the door, he's going inside. And even if you don't know that the own reading is 10 and the own reading for this is 9, you can learn this as a new word, and you can already understand what it means. Store inside, so being inside the store. If we pull this down, it says inside the store. So tennai is inside the store. Okay, and one other point is kutsurogu. Kutsurogu is a little bit of advanced verb here. It's a verb, but whenever you have koto after a verb, it turns it into a noun phrase. Koto ga dekiru is a phrase that you can just learn. Koto ga dekiru means it's something that's able to do. And the koto is important because it makes it into a noun phrase, makes it so that you can actually use it. Shi is a inder that indicates that there's more. That this is just one reason, but there are many other unspoken reasons similar to it. Okay, the other thing I want to mention is this. If you looked at this and maybe you've learned this as jozu. So let me just scroll down here. If it's just these two characters right here, it means you're good at something, you're skillful, jozu. But you might have read this and got to the jozu e. What is the e there for? Because this is a different word. It's umai. So you just have to remember that if there's no e, then this is jozu. But if there is an e, then it's umai. And there are a lot of words like that in Japanese that you have to kind of look at when you're reading, like get to it and you just think in your head, is there an e? Okay, then it's umai. If it's no e, then it's jozu. The mitai, I wanted to talk about this very briefly. Nonde mitai. Mitai shows it shows desire or interest to do something. So yonde mitai is kind of like to try to do or to want to do. Nonde mitai, I want to drink. I want to try drinking. I want to try drinking espresso. And then it's repeated here, mitai, itte mitai. I want to try to go. I want to go. I want to go, but it has that try feel to it. I'd like to give it a try. I'd like to do it again. Mata, I want to do it. I want to go again. So I hope that's helpful. Check out the website and let me know in the comments below what you think of this style. It's like I said, it's a lot of work, but if you find this helpful, then I'll be happy to make more in the future. So just let us know in the comments below. Until next time.